I see many people on the search, searching for meaning, searching for answers, searching for acceptance. And on my search to happiness, on my search to freedom, a lot has become clear to me. I've seen why people suffer, why many souls feel lost, why it is that there is such a big separation on our planet between people, animals, and nature, even from ourselves. I found out that there are some fundamental things we have to know to create a life that's most fulfilling and where we can be fully free and happy. If we could just discover these things earlier in life, it will change the whole game that we are playing here on planet Earth. We have the right to know these 5 things. Here are 5 things I wish I knew earlier, before my 30s. To be the happiest person I could be, to be as free as I could be, to live up to my full potential. Here are the 5 things. Number 1, life's not going to wait around for you to be happy. Life is not about waiting until your circumstances are right. You're the one who's got to make the circumstances that you're living in right now the right ones for you. You're the one who can create anything that you want in the circumstances that you're living in right now. You've got the power. You are able to realize anything that you want, and you shouldn't wait until you're ready, because ready is an illusion. You're never going to be more ready than you are right now, because no one could ever be ready for something that he doesn't know, or she doesn't know, or hasn't experienced yet. When we step into the unknown, we're going to step into a reality that we've never experienced before. How can you be ready for anything that lays in the unknown, for anything that you don't know what it is yet? So you've got to make the first step today, and create the circumstances that you want, that are favorable for you, to create the reality that you want, to create the happiness, to be happy, to feel free. Number 2, never compare yourself with anyone else. I've lived and suffered for years and years and years when I was younger, because I was comparing myself to other people. I was comparing myself, and therefore I never really felt like I fitted in. I always felt different, and because of that I was suffering. I couldn't sleep at night. You were born to stand out. You were never born to fit in, or wanting to fit in, because you are unique, you are special, and you can create anything that you want by embracing that, by loving yourself fully. If you cannot love yourself, how can you ever love someone else? If you never fill up your own cup first, how can you ever give to someone else? So your job is to realize that the only one you need to compete with is yourself. Only compete with the version that you were yesterday, and become better and better every day than the version that you were yesterday. Never compete with anyone else. Never compare yourself with anyone else, because there's nothing you can compare. You are unique, and so you're born to stand out. The more you love yourself, the more you're going to accept your own powers, your own uniqueness, and your own capabilities. Number 3, life as you know it is an illusion. If I knew this earlier, if I knew this before I was 30, for sure I would have lived my life completely different than I'm living it right now. Well, not that I'm living it right now, but how I used to live it. I would change my circumstances way earlier if I knew that life as we know it is an illusion. Reality is created in your mind, and so whatever you're seeing around you is a reflection of who you are from the inside. It's a reflection of your thoughts, it's a reflection of your belief system, it's a reflection of your conditioning and your programming. And so whatever you're seeing outside of yourself is a reflection of you. So if you don't like that reality, all you've got to do is change yourself, change your belief system, change your thinking. What kind of reality is exciting for you to live in? What kind of reality makes you want to wake up, jump out of bed every single morning? Because you're so full of life, because you're so fulfilled and feel like you're living a purpose, a greater purpose. Not just going through the motions. You see, we get to create the reality that we want by changing our internal state. That's a huge one. Number 4. Living in fear is the root of all problems that we see in the world today. You see, our external world is not created to make us happy. Our external world, the news, the media, everything is not there for you to feel happy or free. It's there to make you fear. It's there to choose comfort over discomfort. It's there to follow instead of lead. It's there to make you unpowerful, if you will. If you can choose love over fear every single time in everything that you do, you're going to freaking see your life transforms in ways that you cannot imagine right now. The only reason why people are living the lives that they're living, not daring to step into their full potential, not daring to really discover what life could be like for them, what life has in store for them, the highest possible timeline that is just laying there for them to hop into. The only reason why people are not doing what they love is because they fear. It's because they're so conditioned to think, to always choose for certainty, to choose for financial stability, to choose for this ideal life vision that they've been conditioned to live since the day they've been born, they've been put on this planet. They live for their job, they live for their mortgage, they live for getting married, they live for getting children at a certain age, and none of these things are wrong. All these things are great, but if you're not consciously choosing to create the life that you want to live, then you're living a vision that was planted in your brain by someone else. It's not your vision, it's your conditioned thinking. That's all based on fear of missing out, on fear of not doing it right. You see, there's no such thing as doing the right thing. Choosing the right thing should be and always is based on choosing love over fear. Number 5, don't take life too serious. And I'm saying this because there is a certain time in our lives that we're allowed to have fun, that we're allowed to, be a little bit foolish and do the things that we love to do and be a little bit reckless in life. And that time is usually when we're little, or when we are in early 20s. Then we're still allowed to do those things, but we get into a certain age where people expect a lot of things from you, or you expect a lot of things from yourself, where you feel like this is the time in my life where I have to figure my shit out. This is the time in my life where I have to, live up to a certain standard. And we stop having fun. We stop doing the things that bring us joy. We only choose to be serious and to build our careers and, you know, get the mortgage, get the house, get the children, get all of those things. And like I said, nothing is wrong with that. But what is a life with all those things without living a life in joy? What is a life with all those things without choosing adventure and, you know, fun things in life? Then you can have all those things, but it won't mean anything because it's not going to fulfill you. It's not going to fulfill you in the long term. And so we've got to reconnect with that inner child again. We've got to reconnect with looking at life through this fantasy lens where we're seeing the possibilities that we saw when we were little. How come that a child always has this dream for their lives? Not because they think that they can make a lot of money with it, but because they feel like that's just something that is so fun to do. That is something that feels passionate and heart-centered and just so fun. There is a certain age where we forget to have that fun. And what I'm saying is that you should implement that again so you can feel most alive, you can feel most free. You can do all the things that you want to do. You can follow your passion. You can, you know, monetize whatever skill that you have. Following your passion, following your heart, following love, that should be the guidelines for your life. That should be the roadmap to whatever you're doing, because that, my friends, is what's going to set you free. It's what's going to bring you most financial abundance. It's what's going to make you feel like you're living to a greater purpose. It's going to make you feel most fulfilled. It's going to make you feel most in balance physically, mentally, spiritually. That's the highest possible timeline that you can hop into today. So yeah, here are my 5 things I wish I knew before my 30s. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if there's any aha moments, anything that you want to elaborate on. It's always nice to hear from you. And if you haven't already liked this video, make sure to like this video, as this video needs to be spread out to anyone who needs to hear it right now. And for those of you who are new here and haven't already subscribed to my channel, remember to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.